वनक्कम मैं हैदर अली सैयद आसिफगम से यूनाइटेड अंडर तमिल शो.
Who is the Son of Man? Who asked that? Hydraulically. Hydraulically. The Son of Man is I guess some people say that's Jesus, right? That's who the Son of Man is. But some people, the Son of Man is Jesus. That's the Son of
The
Man.
Son of Man, as per my understanding, if you read Book of Enoch, there also Son of Man is mentioned, and all those stories are before the Noah's flood. So basically, Son of Man is connected with the Atlanteans, and after Noah flood, the Mediterranean people have come into existence, and from Semitic nation we have Jesus Christ from seed of David. So, Son of Man, which the Bible is talking about, is people from Atlanteans. He will be from the Atlantean, and but most of the biblical Bible thumpers they say that all the Atlanteans died, and only we are from Ham, Shem, and Japheth. So the history of Atlantean has been hidden, and if you go to India, the Shavites, they are all Atlanteans.
What
So
you mean,
Bible
like
has
Like
made up
Thor the Atlantean?
yeah, the Indian people are all Atlanteans, na? Shavites.
I mean, are you familiar with Thor the Atlantean?
Yes, yes, yes. We are
Okay,
Atlanteans.
so
The
Thor
Tamil
the Atlantean.
Indian
No,
people
no, 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 no.
are
I'm
Atlanteans.
talking about Thor. You know who Thor is?
Yeah, the Egyptian. Yeah, he is also Atlantean.
Yeah,
He is also
Thor
Atlantean.
the Atlantean. The Atlantean, right? Is he the
Basically,
Son of Man?
no, 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 no. Son of Man is a title, and it's basically connected with Set, the third son of Adam. His
Okay.
bloodline is called Son of Man. Yeah,
Oh,
and
Seth
all those.
bloodline is called the Son of Man.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, Seth, which means Seth, one of Adam's sons,
Yeah, third son of Adam.
third son of Adam, right? So his son. Okay, okay. So you say that's tied into the Atlanteans, right? Just a title.
Yes,
Okay,
yeah.
so
It's a title. Yeah,
the
it's
the,
a
the
title, and
Atlanteans were sons of Seth.
Atlanteans are basically bloodline of Set plus other children of Adam also. That's why in India we have lots of department of work, and the head of each colony is Set bloodline. But our history has been removed from the Bible.
The Indian history has been removed from the Bible.
Yes, we are
Hey, do y'all
Atlantean,
have
and
any? The Atlantean history. Hey, do y'all have any writings saying Jesus studied in India?
Jesus came to India. Yeah, he came
Right,
to India. He came to India, and he did some yogic practice, meditation, and all that. And
right.
yeah, so he had some experience. And then after his missing years is basically in India among the Siddhas who gave yogic practice. And when Jesus went there, and ultimately he had that. He did the yogic thing, which people thought that he died, but actually he was not dead. Then he was resurrected. He went, and he was going to come back again. So Jesus is going to come, but Son of Man, what the Bible is talking about, Son of Man, it's not nothing to do with Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ will come, and everyone will see him through satellite media and everything. And but the Son of Man, which the Bible is talking, is not Jesus Christ.
Who
Because
is
in
it
our
talking about?
it's talking about Kalki, the about the last Atlantean king who is going to come in India.
He's going to come in India.
Yes, yes, because he's an Atlantean king.
He's the Atlantean king.
Yeah, because
So so
if you remove the Atlantean history out of the Bible, then there is no chance that you will ever be understanding the concept of Son of Man. Jesus is going to come, no doubt about that. But he's a son of a woman, and when he comes down, everyone will see him, and his mission is limited to lost sheep of house of Israel, not for Gentiles. So he's
okay.
he's
So
he's going to come.
who is gent who is he coming for? Who is Israel? Did you?
He's coming
Who,
only for children of Israel, the 12 tribe of house of Israel,
oh,
and the
12
reason
tribe. Right.
behind
Okay.
is 12 tribe, and the reason behind is that Ibrahim was promised that his descendant will have a land of their own. So Jesus' his mission is incomplete with children of Israel. Secondly, God has promised Abraham for a land for his descendant. So when Jesus come, he's going to fulfill his mission with children of Israel, and secondly, he's going to fulfill the promise which God made to Abraham. That is a land for Abraham descendants.
Okay.
Yeah. But Son of Man is not Jesus.
So
His
what the
mission is,
Atlantean king is going to come and do?
yeah, Atlantian king is going to come, and in our if you Google out Kalki, Kalki is the last Atlantean king who's going to come, and he's going to bring because you very well know that in India from past 2,000 years we are suffering from the Caucasians, the invaders.
Hmm.
Four beastly regime have invaded us. We have enslaved. They have enslaved us, taken all our resources, our arts and crafts, and today they just want now agriculture sector also. So all those four beastly regime is
So all
designed
those
against
things is going to be restored back to you guys.
the power will come to us, and
Oh, the power will
you
come.
must be
Okay.
the Atlantean will once again come to power in India. The whole scenario is will come, and Atlantean will come back to power very soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I just wanted to say something real quick on the topic. So, the Son of Man seems to be, in my view, a title. Both of them appear to be titles, and in my view, because I like to at least cite a source. So I have a book called The Ancient Near East, written or it's edited by this guy called James Pritchard, right? And there is a scene in the book where it talks about the ancient pagan world, and there's this god called Baal. And Baal, of course, was the enemy of Yahweh in the Bible. But I'm going to turn to the poem about Baal in this book. And this is what it says on page 96. It says, quote, "To the earth shall fall the strong, to the dust the mighty. Scarce had the word left her mouth, her speech left her lips, and she uttered her voice under the throne of Prince Yam, quote, Cathar Wakasis, I tell thee, O Prince Baal, I declare thee, O rider of the clouds." So in this poem, Baal is declared to be the rider of the clouds. I'm assuming that's a title, not a thing being done. Because when you read this ancient poem about the god Baal, he's called rider of the clouds like 10 times. So I'm assuming that's an ancient pagan title. Now, why did that ancient pagan title ultimately find its way into the Bible? Many scholars say, for example, that the ancient Hebrews kind of borrowed certain things from the peoples around them. So the term rider of the clouds can be traced outside of the Bible, and it's found in a bunch of poems about the pagan Canaanite god Baal. So that's where my understanding rider of the clouds comes from. And I just read the Ancient Near East Volume 1, which is edited by James Pritchard. So the Son of Man also appears to be a title. I'm not really sure, Manny, what the title means, because scholars themselves debate what the meaning of the title is. So I have a paper here. I want to agree what Heiderly just said. One of the things in the paper is how you can look at the Son of Man in different ways. I just want to read this and I'll just be quiet. So this is a paper written on the Son of Man. It says, quote, "Another characteristic of the Enochic Son of Man is that the figure is described in terms similar to those used of Yahweh. In Micah 1:4, the mountains melt like wax at the coming of the Lord, and in the parables of Enoch, in the coming of the Enochic figure at which the mountains melt. The judgment of the kings of the earth is established by the Lord in Isaiah chapter 24, verses 21 and 23, but the Son of Man carries out the judgment in parables of Enoch. The day of judgment is typically known as the day of the Lord in the parables of in Enoch. The day of judgment is described as the day of the chosen one. In Psalm 114:6, the mountains skip like rams at the coming of Yahweh. In the parables of Enoch, in the enthronement of this Enochic figure and his revelation of the secrets of wisdom that leads to the mountains leaping like rams and hills skipping like lambs. So then he cites the name of some scholar. C.A. Geishan has recently argued that both the Lord in spirits and that Son of Man possess the divine name. He states, I, Enoch, strengthened the identification of the Ancient of Days and the Son of Man within the mystery of the one Yahweh by teaching that they share the one divine name. So, according to this paper written by this particular person, the Son of Man can be identified with Yahweh, but some people say the Son of Man can be identified as a human. And if you go on, I'm still looking at it. It says he could also be identified as a person who's worthy of being worshipped. So it's a lot going on, apparently, in that one statement. You got an ancient title to a pagan god that is found in the Old and New Testament for some reason, and apparently the Son of Man can mean, or at least meant to some people, a person being worshipped like God and a person possessing the divine name.
Yeah, you're right, Perisil. One more thing that Matthew says, no, as the Son of Man, so shall means the days of Noah. So when you do some research on days of Noah, during that time, the Atlanteans were doing genetical engineering and they were mixing seed as per Jasher. And today is a time when again the genetical engineering is going on. We are all eating GMOs. So this is the time for Son of Man to come, and this Son of Man is again will be the king of Atlanteans, which our Tamil people are waiting for him, and he's going to come and he's going to liberate us from 2000 years of slavery. So the story of the earth rotates around India only because Columbus wanted to reach India, but when he did not find when he reached America, he did not find the black Indians, so he genocide the red Indians. But ultimately, the whole story rotates around India, and Indians are basically Atlanteans.
I'm trying to look through another book right now. So I have the Dead Sea Scrolls here. My understanding is the Son of Man is mentioned in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I'm going to see what type of reference to the Son of Man is found in the book, and if they can help us figure out what's going on. Because the paper that I read, well, I read a portion of that paper. Portion of the paper I read was talking about how there's differently scholarly views on what this title means, or who even is this Son of Man person. So yeah.
For better understanding, if you we have to start from the beginning, like from Adam, and before Adam, what was the demon race, the angel people were there, and then human race. So what was the thing, and then we have to go to geography of this land because there are lots of and then after Noah flood only Mediterranean people came into existence, Ham, Sham, and Japheth. But when you read the Bible, they have eliminated they have distorted, they have removed the history of bloodline of Cain and bloodline of Set. Set is the king of Atlantean and his people. So that has been removed. So now whatever people are forced to narrow their view just to focus on Ham, Sham, and Japheth, and for that, that's why people are confused. Yeah. Only this
What's going on this morning, man?
yes, Israelites. I mean, their history starts only after Ibrahim. Our history starts from Set, Indian history. So there are lots of difference. Like if you see a movie, the starting point is Atlanteans. Set. The interval is Noah. The climax is Ibrahim. So your history is starting from climax to the Earth story, and that is not the whole story of the Earth. So to understand the whole movie, you have to start from the beginning. Atlanteans. So that Atlantean history has been removed from the Bible. So it will be difficult for you only to understand what exactly the Bible is talking about because the starting point is missing, the interval is missing. You are just catching on to the climax to the Earth story. That is Ibrahim after Ibrahim.
I'm just going to read something from this book. This is an introduction to the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's a brief statement. It doesn't say a lot. It says in the Ethiopic Book of Enoch, which describes a heavenly apocalyptic figure called Son of Man. So apparently, according to this, the Son of Man is a quote heavenly apocalyptic figure. I'm not sure what. I know what a heavenly figure means, but a heavenly apocalyptic figure, I'm not so sure what that means. But it says, quote, which describes a heavenly apocalyptic figure called Son of Man, A quote, a subject in which New Testament scholars have wasted a considerable amount of ink without approaching even the vaguest consensus. So, according to this particular introduction to the Dead Sea Scrolls, the writer is saying it is true that you can find this phrase "Son of Man" found outside of the New Testament and outside of the Old Testament, but scholars themselves don't even agree on what it means. So they don't even like you go into these guys in the academy, they're not even certain what it means. They debate amongst themselves what it means. So you can take it to mean just a human being, as what some people do, or you can cite texts like the parables of Enoch. Apparently, let's say that the Son of Man has a divine name and is worshipped like God. Question is, which one is it? Or maybe it's both, or maybe it's neither. So it's apparently it's just up in the it's legit up in the clouds. Pardon the pun.
See, in India, the Shiva is basically Set, and he is worshipped as a god, and he is the first one to activate his image of God. And that as per our Tamil literature, he is the first man to get all information on all subject. He was the first to activate his third eye, that is Kundalini, and it became an image of God. And then he gave one subject to his other brothers of his. That's why the first colony of Set Adam children, they were divided into different department of work, and that's why in India we have lots of arts and crafts, and the whole trade routes, trading post everywhere you will find the Set bloodline will be trading all over the world, and as per our Indian tradition, he is known as Pandian. And if you see check the Greek Minoan civilization, again you will find Pandian, Pondion, Pandian 1, Pandian 2, and the symbol is twin fish. So the twin fish symbol, the bull symbol, you will find all over Middle East, Europe, uh, Africa, everywhere you will find, even in China and even Mongolia. So he's a universal king, and Jesus Christ is a king of Judah for 12 tribe only. So there is a lot of difference between Son of Man and Son of a Woman. Welcome. Thank you.